Kevin, Kenny and Mick, of course, down here, all three of them legends. We just spoke to Steve and he was saying there's so many world champion riders down here on the grid and just getting to relive some of their historic moments on their race-winning bikes. I mean, what an opportunity.
Why did you talk to him?
Kenny, you're going to come first. What?
Why did you talk to Steve?
Mate, you know, being British, the Americans, I'm going to come to you second, you know, but you're on the front row. If this was a race, this is the front row of the grid here.
When I came here, very polite.
Kenny's telling me he's very polite.
But they worked on me.
Kenny, you went out yesterday with Wayne Rainey, I believe, first up. I mean, what an experience for you.
There's no words that describe that. It seems like 35 years is just gone. I'm riding with Wayne again, and it's you know, I can't describe it. It's like I never thought that this day would happen. And it's just like all them 35 years are gone. And now we're back with these guys riding up the hill. It's amazing.
Kevin, we'll come over to you as well. I mean, yeah, it's such a moment, isn't it, being at Goodwood? For those people, this is still a rivalry going on down here. I mean, I don't really know.
He speaks English.
Shall we see if he can give us just a quick word?
He's still not good.
Kevin, can you speak English to us?
Absolutely.
I mean, just tell us about riding up the hill today and what you're going out on.
Well, it's no different than it ever was. Kenny Roberts is the guy in charge. Wayne Rainey, I get to follow him like I used to do when I raced. You know, every now and then he'd let me slide by and win, but you know, to be back on motorcycles with Wayne is amazing. Mick and Kenny, having them here as well, it's a really special moment.
Mick, I'll come over to you finally as well. It does feel like, you know, on the front row, your man of Kenny's still going down here, guys. Man on pole position, it looks like. If this was a race, what would your approach be?
Kenny, he put his bike there. So, but
you're P2 then, going up front row of the grid.
Same back in the days with Wayne as well, P2. But anyway, but look, it's what a great event. Great to be here with Kenny and Kevin, and especially Wayne. To ride up the hill like we did earlier today was just magnificent, and really I'm just thrilled to see Wayne enjoying it and being part of it all. It's just magnificent.
Well, that was quite hard work entering the three of these guys. I assure you it is friendly competition down here on the front row, as we're calling it, on the grid. Kenny Roberts, of course, is on pole position. Good luck, Kenny.
I'm the oldest one. He's going to hurt me.
Kenny
don't leave, Doug.
is... Let me
We
go.
only mature. I tell you what, that was like ice hockey then, or whatever that curling. No, it was like curling, where Nambasan sent Wayne Rainey off, and that was a real launch then. Like, Wayne Rainey really dumped the clutch and got out of there. These two-strokes have got a very small power band, 2,500 RPM or thereabouts. That's mainly usable. Mick Doohan rolls in behind him. Wow, that's a shot. So the man that really was the forerunner to Mick, Mighty Mick became the man after Wayne Rainey was taken out of... Oh, Wayne Rainey's gassing it up. Have a little bit of that. So Kenny Roberts on the Proton. That's the KR3, the three-cylinder prototype that Kenny Roberts' own factory developed and made, the three-cylinder triple. Kevin Schwantz, well, he's a legend. Everybody loved Kevin Schwantz.
It is sounding amazing, and that's not just the bikes, it's the people. You are absolutely absorbing this, everybody here at Festival of Speed. It's wonderful to hear you. Look at the clapping, look at the shouting that we're hearing in the commentary box. It's wonderful.
I think everybody's cottoned on to just what a great event this is and what a great man Wayne Rainey is. If they didn't know him before this weekend at the Festival of Speed, they certainly will know all about him by the time we finish it, and what an achievement the man has made. 90, 91, 92 consecutive, 3 times 500cc Grand Prix world champion Wayne Rainey on the number 1 machine. Leads off Mick Doohan on the number 3 machine. The 99 is the KR3 of Kenny Roberts Senior, and then it is Kevin Schwantz bringing up the rear.
Is it 12 titles between this lot? Isn't that about right?
It's about
5
right.
plus 3 plus 3 plus 1.
I'll leave you at that bit. My mathematics is absolutely rubbish. I rode motorbike for a living.
But what an amazing group they are. You know, all those titles between them.
And what an absolutely broad range of personalities. Mick Doohan went on to be a massively successful, oh, look at this, entrepreneur. The number 3, he's got a jet licensing company in Australia. Hang on, Kevin. That's cheating. Hang on,
That's
Kevin.
typical Kevin, though, isn't it?
How unbelievably competitive are these men still, even the ripe old ages they are. Kevin certainly hasn't worn quite as well. It's quite interesting that Kenny Roberts from California, of course, as is Wayne Rainey, are having a go at the Texan of...
Wayne Rainey, what a wonderful moment that must have been, flanked Schwantz, Doohan, Kenny Roberts and yourself.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. You know, I think about it, it's been, I believe, 29 years since I've been on the track with Mick and Kevin, and certainly Kenny Roberts. So, yeah, it's a real thrill for me. I was pretty excited about it.
And just talk us through how difficult the Goodwood Hill climb is, because there's a real crown in the road, isn't there?
Yeah, well, when I first took off, the bike was actually leaning too far to the one side. So when I took off, it shot across the track on me. So I got to work with my team a little bit to try to keep me a little straighter when we start. But the track is, in my opinion, is perfect for this type of an event. I think it's great.
I must ask, can you hear the cheers as you come up?
Yeah, you can. You actually can. So I could see it on the big screen, and I could see the, Mick and Kenny and Kevin waving. It was a little more difficult for me, but I gave it a shot.
Wayne, it's an absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Right, stay with me, Andy. We're going to try and come round here and interrupt everyone here. Kenny, sorry, I'm going to squeeze in. Guys, come on in. What? I face many problems on a daily basis. I'll start with you, Kenny. What a magical moment.
Well, how do you put it into words? It's I'm not an emotional guy, but just to see him on a motorcycle and the 500 is it just takes you a place that you just don't get normally.
Now, hearing that, there's not an emotional guy, but I think it's hard not to have done that without a lump in your throat.
Yeah, for sure. I've seen the back of that bike a lot of times, so it made it not too unusual for me. But yeah, to see Wayne back on a 500 is awesome.
And how was it for you coming up the hill?
Yeah, it was good. My bike it's got a nice long first gear in it, so I never even got out of first gear really. But it was great to see the crowd here. Great to ride with Wayne and Mick and Kenny and all the rest of the guys on motorcycles. It was awesome.
Thank you, Kevin. We're going to try and grab a word with Mick. Mick, some heady days they were, and what a group of riders to come up the hill with.
Absolutely. It's been some time, 93 since we've all been together. So to ride with Kevin, to ride with, especially with Wayne here, to see him on the 500 again, very emotional time for me. And it's the only reason I'm here, to be honest. See everyone again, but I mean, I've done this a number of times, and probably I would have waited a few more years had it not been for Wayne being back.
It's going to be hard to beat this, isn't it?
Well, absolutely. So you only get this once, don't you? So and that was great to do that the way we did that then, and to see Wayne cruise up the driveway, I guess. I could only imagine what he's thinking and feeling. So it was just good to be part of that.
Mick, thank you.
Thank you.